All right, Samaria, let's take a look at this throw. This is with the 4.5 shot put, I believe. That's what you said, 4.5. Okay. One more time through. Let's go from right about here. Got it. All right, so the first thing I see immediately is you are finally starting to learn how to strike that shot put, and that's awesome. That's awesome. Beforehand, you would just kind of raise your shoulders and kind of push and flick it, but you can see here you're starting to drive. The elbow is up. You're starting to really figure out how to hit the shot. There's still two things I'm going to talk about in this video that we're going to work on and try to implement in our throws this summer, but I think fall is going to be the time where we really spend some months breaking it down and drilling every small detail so we can be ready to go indoor season. So let's start with this. We do a pretty good job loading on that right. We still need to sit our weight back. We need to sit our weight back in that direction, right? The reason that we do this is so we can have a little bit more horizontal momentum across the ring. Because we don't, we rely a little bit too much on our push and kick that raises up our hips and our body. And now when we land in our power position, everything is so upright. We don't have any more load and spring and tension on our joints and our legs and where we want them to be. So at the very beginning, my challenge for you is to sit those hips back a tad bit harder and for a longer period of time. Okay, that's number one. Number two is we're doing a better job of loading, but I think you can load even lower than this. I think your butt can drop. If our hips are right here, I think we can get them down to like right about here. So a little bit lower, okay? If you're right here, we want them down to right about here, somewhere in there. And if we do that, it's going to be a little easier to sit back and drive through that right heel, okay? We're kind of getting the drive through the middle of our right foot. But as you can see, we need to drive through the heel and really pull that right foot underneath us, right? So that's number one. Let's work on that. I like that your eyes stay back. I've seen a lot of successful gliders do a kind of wrap with their left arm. I think it's more or less a counterbalance and trying to stay back. So I'm not really going to address that except for right here. And this is the main portion of the throw that you are missing. So once we start working on and getting more comfortable fixing the back, what that's going to allow you to do is when you pull your right leg underneath you, you're going to have a lot more weight and your center of mass is going to be over the right. And as you ground the left, the goal is going to be to lift with the left side. It kind of comes through flat, right? Right now it's right here. Excuse me, right now it's, hold on, mess that up. There we go. Right now it's right here. We need it to go from there to there. It needs to be up higher. Remember that the left side is what kind of sets the angle, discus and the shot put. We want the shot put, specifically the glide, to come out at a really good angle so we can lift and drive the shot put, right? But because the left shoulder is flat, we have to kind of push up with our right side, and that's not exactly how we want to lift the shot put, okay? So that's number one. We need to make sure that as our weight is over our right foot, that we are lifting up with the elbow and the shoulder, keeping the eyes back longer in this direction, right? Keep them back here, somewhere back here. And then turning the hip into the throw. Now, I like this because this is the most hip we've ever had in the shot put, at least from what I've been able to see. But as you can see, we're starting to come off the ground. The shot put has not left our hand. So we're still missing so much of the power that can be gained in driving the shot put, okay? So get the left arm kind of up and out a little bit more. Drop that right knee. Right now it's facing here. It stops rotating. Once it's off the ground, obviously you can't rotate and do anything to the shot put. But we need it to be on the ground, and we need it to rotate from here to there. Get the hip in front, and then we can lift and drive into the shot put. Not so much turn and push, okay? Slightly different. This is the way that I am teaching you the shot put, at least the glide shot put, because this is kind of how, this is the direction generally gliders will go, okay? The key words are up and over. I was told up and over a long time ago by one of the best shot put women shot put throwers, Ramona Pagel. So when you're thinking up with the left side and pushing all the way over, driving through the hips, that's the next progression in our throws, okay? But I like this. This is starting to get better. And the fact that we're still able and are going to be able to throw 13, 50, maybe even 14, and we haven't even really dived deep into the technical part of your throw, is super exciting. And you should be very, very pleased with where you are with just really, this is our 3rd or 4th week. So we're really still really brand new. So keep it up, and I'll move on to the next video.